And I had some major calls that came in and people asking me, where you gone? Where have you gone? And they're relating to extreme motivation. And during tough times, sometimes you just need that boost. And, you're home, trapped, nothing you can do, which is only in your mind, because there's actually a lot you can do. It's all depends on what you want to do. You have guys, girls staying home, they want to play video games, play cards. It's all right. That's your choice. Or we take the initiative to reinvent ourselves. And this is what's important, because I'm constantly reinventing myself and sharing how I do it. It's reinventing yourself during a time that is so tough. And we want to figure out, what are we going to do? What are we going to do when this pandemic is over? You can sit down in your house, you can do nothing, or you can plan your life. If you have children, you're sitting down in your house, you're showing them how to sit down and do nothing with their lives. What are you going to tell your children in the future? What are you going to tell your grandchildren in the future? When they say, what you do, Dad? What you do, Grandpa? What you do, Grandma, during the pandemic? I sat home and did nothing? Or are you the one who's going to put in the effort and plan your life and plan your future? Take 10 minutes, in every day and just plan something else that you want to get done. Prioritize how you can get it done. The doors will open, and are you going to be the one that's not prepared to walk through it? There's opportunity that will be at your door. But guess what? This time around, it's not going to knock. The difference between you and I is effort. It's the effort that I would be willing to put in to changing my life and changing people's lives around me. That's the difference between everybody, is effort. You want to put in enough effort that will make a difference in your life and the people around you. You have kids? Set an example. Let them see you writing something on paper. Read about what you want to do. Read whatever you wrote down. Reread it. Read over and over and over again, because that's the only way you get it done. You want to be an executor. You want to execute a plan. Then you're not getting anything done in your life. You got to take 2 pieces of paper and put what is good in your life on one piece of paper. Try to put down 7 things that you would like to accomplish over the next year to 2 years, next month, 2 months. And then take another piece of paper and write down what has held you back, what you don't like, and what is really bothering you. And then throw it away, because it doesn't mean nothing to you. It means nothing in your life. I am an individual that believes in the invisible. I make the invisible possible in my life. You can't see the invisible because you can't see what I imagine. But you can't even imagine what you can do if you haven't even tried. If you just take a little bit of time and plan your life, this is a time you're down. And it's a tough time. I have relatives going through it. It's hit at home. It's probably hit you at home, and if it didn't, you hear about it. Turn off the TV. Why do you want to hear that? Focus on yourself. There's a mentor and a good friend of mine. You probably heard of him. His name is Les Brown. He always says, you gotta be hungry. And you gotta be hungry. You gotta want it. A famous words of Les Brown. You gotta be hungry. And whenever I hear that, I get up and I say, I got more I gotta accomplish, there's more I gotta do. And every day I'll show my kids, they say, Daddy, what are you doing? I'm like, Daddy is putting together the future. I'm putting together the future, honey. This is what I'm doing. I want to make sure that we have a plan. And they don't understand, but you know what? I know one day in the future, my children will say to me, Daddy, I'm planning the future. They are our future. Are you going to put it in front of them and show them that the future is sitting down and watching a box that watches you? Or you take the opportunity to capitalize on planning yourself. Find out what you really would like to do, because you got nothing but time. The time does not wait for anybody, but you can sit there and waste time, or you can really move on and think about what you can do in the next month, 2 months, 3 months. If you plan your life today and work like no one will, you can live like no one can tomorrow. The effort you would put in to change in your life today allows you to live a great life tomorrow. When this pandemic is over, what are you doing? You're gonna talk about how bad it was, or you're gonna talk about how much you accomplished to get where you're going? Your kids, your grandchildren, what are you gonna tell them? What you did during the pandemic, when you were trapped at home? Were you thinking about how you were gonna capitalize on your life and move on to the next level? Or are you gonna be that guy who said, I sat on TV, you're not gonna believe what was going on with the deaths that were taking place, the people suffering out there? Is that gonna be you? Because that's not gonna be me. I will be talking about how much I planned, on what companies I wanted to be a part of, what real estate I wanted to own, what relationships I wanted in my life, what relationships I don't want in my life, what are the people I wanted to cut out of my life, and the people I want to embrace and grow with. That's what I'm going to talk about. And those people that I'm talking about that I want to grow with are probably the people that'll be talking to me and talking to my children, and probably on TV and hopefully they're famous, and lighting some kind of light on the youth that's out there. They have no direction because they're trapped and everyone's lying. There's so much lying. The only thing you can't lie to is yourself. You can't lie to yourself. Only you would take the opportunity to do that if you're sitting home and doing nothing and letting life go by. I was told by my grandmother, stop wasting time watching TEL LIE VISION. My grandma told me, stop watching TEL LIE VISION. She said, do you believe everything that they're telling you on that television? She said, there's a reason the word television comes from TEL LIE VISION. She told me that when I was 12 going on 13, and today I probably spend maybe 2 hours a week on television. And most of the time I just try to spend smiling and thinking about what more I could do to better my life and the lives around me. Are you listening? Are you willing to take the steps? It takes time. It takes time. It takes time to heal. It takes time to heal your soul, the body, the mind. And it also takes time to plan your life and to plan the future. And that planning takes effort. Are you willing to put in the effort and what it takes to accomplish something for yourself? You know, some people tell me you're, annoying, you're outrageous, and I said, good, it's not for you. Then don't listen. No one's asking you to listen. But if it is for you, then share it. Somebody else, it might hurt. It might impact somebody else's life. I impact a lot of people's lives, and the joy and the gratitude that I have and the value of watching somebody else do good out of hearing my shit, the shit I have to talk about, my experience of life, coming from welfare, colored, funny money, to watching the government print money. And now I know I'm not into saving money. I'm into utilizing what I have to capitalize for the future. I'm going to set an example for you. I'm going to set an example for the young children and youth around us. I'm going to do whatever it takes. I'm going to do it alone or with or without you, as they say, right? I'm going to get it done. I'm going to get it done. I'm going to get it done. I promise you, I'm going to get it done.